one of the things that we would like to do is make some concrete change right now. So starting with Ready, Set, Gorge, what I'd love for you to do is to go onto your Facebook page if you have a Facebook page, or your Instagram if you have an Instagram account, and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Liza's going to put these in the chat as well, these links. But if you take 2 moments right now to go over and do that now, go ahead and start. The way that we have set this up is that it's not about getting lots of numbers of folks following this, but if you follow this, what we'll be doing is every Thursday, we'll be posting new messaging around the messages that are pulled together from the Bi-State Rec organization, as well as the key messages that we've highlighted in the Ready, Set, Gorge initiative. And this will allow us for you to share those messages out on your own organization and personal sites, and allow us to, again, speak as one region. Thank you. This is the kind of very simple detail that will make a huge effect cumulatively. Okay, so that's great. Thank you. The next thing I'd like you to do, and again, this is actually a $30 purchase. So if you cannot do a $30 purchase right now, that's okay. This is not about forcing you to spend money. However, if you were to go to ridecatbus.org right now and click on the go buy a Gorge Pass, in 30 days, this will open up to all of the transit operators, and you will be able to show your pass and get anywhere in the Gorge to Portland and Vancouver and back. And if you go now, even if you never intend to ride the bus, we will change your mind on that. But if you do not intend to, by clicking on this now and buying a Gorge Pass, you are supporting, through a very small donation, the system of transit that we're building here in the Gorge. So if you do not have a Gorge Pass, it's super easy. If you have a smartphone, it actually downloads immediately onto your phone. If you have a friend and you know their phone number, you can buy it for them and send it to their phone. It is a great gift of freedom. Can I get, how many of you have bought a Gorge Pass? Kathy. Okay. What I would love you to do now is start that process, putting in your credit card and buying a Gorge Pass now. I'm going to move us on to the next thing, which is with your mobile phone, I would like you to go to 44321, text 44321, and write in WILD for Gorge. This will allow you to donate $1. That dollar right now will go to Trail Keepers of Oregon, but that organization moves around with this program. So for this year, that money goes to Trail Keepers of Oregon, but next year it will go to a Washington organization, and the year after that, a different one. But all of the organizations that will receive the money will be supporting the Gorge trails and management of our area. So this is a very simple way to, if you're coming off of a hike, or if you're sitting in the pub with your beer after the end of a hike, to pull out your phone, text a couple dollars of a thank you to the trail and the maintenance and the gorgeousness of our land. But right now, I would love for you to just test it out, see how easy it is to do so. Okay. The next on the dock, and Liza is going to put the link into the chat. This is a letter of support. Please follow the link, read the letter. This is asking for ways that Congress can pass legislation that will really help what we're doing here. If your organization or yourself agrees with this statement, you can follow up with Renee Tcash. And again, Eliza will be adding her email here. Renee, did you want to say a few things here about just a few words about how to get a hold of you and add your name and organization to this letter of support?
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, here we go. There's my email in the chat. Please feel free to email me with any questions about this letter of support. It is to help urge and our legislators, specifically Congressman Blumenauer and Senator Wyden, to step up and take action to address all the things we talked about today. Without that type of legislation, we really are going to hit a ceiling of being able to really move things forward. And with your support to show them we want change and we want them to take action, we can urge them through this letter. And you can let me know either via email or in the chat if you want to add your entity or name.
Great, thank you. And letters of support, the Columbia Gorge Tourism Alliance is very much a network. So we do not ourselves sign letters of support, but we often pull together and send them out. And this is one of those really simple ways of collaborating and showing your vote for how you would like things to go for any of the number of letters of support that may come your way during the year. So when you see them, have a read, see if you approve, and if you do, please add your name. It's just a really good way for us to know what's important and to get some change going that way. Okay, save the date. November 18th, we have scheduled our next CGTA annual meeting. This is where we get to really sit down, address some of these issues by impact area, identify some of the new projects that we want to tackle going forward in the next year. We would love for you to join us. Eliza is going to put our newsletter link in here, and the newsletter comes out once a month, and it is a compilation of all of the projects. We try to pull in all of the news of happening on all of the different areas that touch tourism to keep you updated about what's happening in the region. It lets you know about workshops, grants, news, and we do not spam, but we do try to keep it really relevant. And this is where you'll be able to see the link information for our next meetings. But November 18th is in the books. Please save the date and join us. We will, at this point, be having it in person in Cascade Locks at the Pavilion. So unless things change, because we all know that could happen. But right now, we would love to see you in person. Okay. So yes, please sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already. And we are leaving the best for the last. Welcomeability and DEI work is one of the most important areas that we are really leaning into, and we find, we would like to see some real progress in this area. This was such an important topic that we did not include it today, but actually have left it for its own panel tomorrow. So please, the link is, did I give you the link, Eliza? Do you have the link for signing up? No, okay. Let me put that in. But this is a really important panel that's being held tomorrow from 6 to 7:30. And it has some amazing speakers who will really talk about accessibility from a DEI perspective in the Gorge, and talking about the importance of equity and inclusion and diversity for all of our shared public spaces. So I will, oh good, thank you. Thank you, Renee. It's being hosted by Friends of the Gorge, and yeah, so best for last, very important that we begin that outreach with our community and all of the different folks that are who use the outdoors. So please sign up for that right now. Click through, register for that, and hope to see all of you tomorrow at 6 o'clock.